going on? My name is K Kurd.
Marcus Bronzy, man.
This is Ain't Got a Clue. Thank you very much for joining us. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm all right, man. We just had a bank holiday weekend where I believe you and I both, I didn't see you at Giggy much. I was away as well, so I feel a little bit refreshed. A lot of people spoke about Easter quite a bit, and over
I'm
Easter
not refreshed
weekend,
at all.
you look. Honestly, if I'm honest, I said it off mic. Kay is looking a little bit sun-kissed, yeah, and it's a good look for you, bruv.
Just out walking the dog.
Yeah, but
yeah,
over Easter weekend,
it's not been relaxing, but yeah.
Big deal for religion though over the weekend.
Massive for religion.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
Also there's another film. There's a film coming out called Conclave. Is it Conclave?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
And somebody said, "Was this marketing?"
It's fantastic marketing. Fantastic marketing.
Listen, man. All jokes aside, it's obviously, I mean, it's sad when anyone dies, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I didn't realize we've already had 3 black popes in history.
There has been, yeah, there's been a few.
Because people were talking about this. Obviously, there's one guy in the running.
There's a brother in the running.
Ghana.
Yeah, there's a brother in the running, and it looks like he could be the Pope.
Yeah, Turkson, I believe his surname is.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's one of the front runners, which being black is obviously
Listen,
front runner.
See what you did there, man. Weaved in a nice little racial stereotype. Welcome to Ain't Got a Clue, baby. I don't know if you know, this guy's kkurd.com. Get tickets to his tour 2025.
Front runner.
Yay.
That was expected of him. But yeah, we've had 3 black popes before.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, the racism levels of Catholicism they fluctuate in different areas.
No, but I think it's something.
No, yeah, 100%.
No. But I think it's something that was. I think during the period where there was skin color wasn't as much of a thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the transatlantic slave trade, I think, where it became like a massive thing. But before that, it was just like, oh, my man, he's from whatever tribe or whatever the thing was at that point in time. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever that state was at that point in time.
Yeah, man. I think we don't realize that across history there have been many movements where you have people of, you'd say, a different ethnicity working in other areas. Like another sidetrack, there were like samurais working on pirate ships. I kid you not. That's mad, isn't it?
I saw that on what was that drama that I was telling you about to watch? Shogun.
Shogun. Yeah. So imagine that. You got
Shogun's very historic, man.
Yeah. You got freelance samurais just working on pirate ships. Man, food must have been banging though when they arrived, didn't it?
Samurais
they settling for none of that.
Samurais are mad thing, right? Yeah. Because there's some aspects of people's culture where I'm like, please preserve that. Because I look at Japanese people now and it's like, oh yeah, Japanese youngsters aren't having sex. You man are descendants of samurais and you're sat there straightening your hair and wanting to have sex. But I pick up a sword. If you don't fucking pick up a sword and start chopping man up. Or no, at least not even chop man up, but as in like, fucking, do you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, like, at least just try and get back to what your ancestors were about, bro.
I think I think what Kay is trying to say is a shame that they're not tapping into such rich, deep culture, because the word samurai, right?
Yeah.
You can just see it straight away. 100%. If I just say samurai to you, like,
I just want to hear like, bring that back.
Like if I was cutting like some lamb, because it's just been Easter weekend, and I was cutting that lamb up like an absolute pro with a sharp knife, you'd be like, easy samurai.
Yeah.
And what would that represent? Me being at the highest level.
We're not allowed those. Apparently, Keir Starmer's banned those swords now. But
really,
yeah, we're banning samurai swords.
Over here, no need for them. Yeah, if you're listening to this over here,
even if you've got it as a display piece.
Yeah, over here, I agree. Let's get rid of them. Yeah, we don't need them. If you're trying to show off your sword, I just need the hilt and the blade cover. I don't need to hear shing. You don't need I know,
that. But I just feel like it's mad when you see Japanese youth now and it's like, oh, Japan is like facing a fertility crisis and Japan's facing this, and it's like,
is Japan the way where you can get a fertility?
They're not fucking, bro.
Can you get a fertility visa?
They're not sexing.
But is that one of those places you can get a visa where you?
They are mad xenophobic. They need immigration to save their ass for this aging population and whatever.
I ain't got a clue, but I think I read somewhere that you can get a thing if you're willing to go over there and get a spouse, you get a bonus or something like that. And
maybe, but do you know how mad it is? You know you could just rent a friend in Japan.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You could go on a website and be like rent a dad or like rent a thing, like as in.
Okay.
So you just like go on this website, like look at all these old guys and be like, do you want to hang out with me for the day? And he's just like a old guy that would be your friend, like act like a older uncle or a dad or something, and then you just spend a day with him.
Only over there then have I heard of people desexualizing prostitution. That is amazing. They've managed to take the sex out of it.
They're basically escorts without the.
Yeah, you've desexualized.
It's actually it's
just escorting. So instead of go daddy, it's go dad or whatever. They really.
It's mad. Like you just
They've
go there.
taken the E out of daddy over there. That's how much they're not on sex.
Yeah, it's just literally like a guy would just hang out and chill out with you, and then just like probably like teach you how to tie your shoelaces and that.
Yeah,
if you need that.
Teach us how to tie.
It's like, oh yeah, like if you're, I can see it working, but I don't know if it will work here. We don't have a culture where people respect strangers like that.
I don't think I'd want to hire someone off the internet. Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
That sounds weird.
But that's what I'm saying. But like they've got their culture's a bit more like inviting and stuff. Whereas over here it's just like, what the fuck? Look at this nonce. What?
Yeah.
Immediately our first thing would be nonce.
Yeah.
That's our first. That's a very British thing to just accuse somebody of paedophilia for anything.
But if your main job is,
you like a Happy Meal, you nonce. Sometimes you just want less calories in a toy. Apparently now you're a nonce.
Oh, look at you wearing shorts when the sun's come out, you nonce. What?
Yeah, nonce.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, absolutely. You're a nonce.
That is so. That's one of the things I love over here.
You like ketchup with your steak, you nonce. Everyone's a nonce. What? And then there'll be people from outside the UK watching it. What is a nonce?
Yeah.
We call people paedophiles for fun.
Yeah.
I think you just need to understand that about British culture.
That is one of the funniest ones, especially when it's like the lightest of offences. Look at your new glasses on your nonce. What?
Yeah. That's another thing I think women don't understand about men. Like, if I feel like you look good, I'll insult you. That's what men do. Look at this prick. Think you're nice. That's what guys do.
Oh yeah, look at you with your freaking colours on today. Wearing a blue t-shirt.
Okay, what a tight little black tee. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, you fucking top.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
What, you think you're nice, innit? You think you're nice, innit? Look at him fucking chuffed with himself.
What the hell? Someone putting in effort today. Look at you, mate. Don't get any better than that, mate. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. All that sort of stuff. Guys wearing a shirt and tie will be like, oh, you're going to court.
Yeah.
Just fucking, yeah. Anyway, nonce.
Look like you just beat a case. Yeah, man.
But anyway, back to nonces.
I believe we were talking about the Pope passing away. But
wow.
I was just going back to the start of the episode. I believe you were saying. We were going back to the start of the episode.
I was talking about nonces and then you went and brought up the Pope. It's
purely a coincidence that we had a run of conversation that managed to get there in 6 minutes. It's just purely coincidental.
Nonsensical. Absolutely nonsensical. But yeah, no. So, what? Do you know how mad it would feel? Like, imagine if you're just going, I'm going to be the first black pope, and then someone comes and taps you on the shoulder. So there's been 3 others before you.
Yeah.
Wait, what? When? Is there pictures of them? But I think he'll be the first black pope where like film cameras existed.
Yeah.
Which.
It's a weird title, Pope, isn't it?
I don't get it personally.
Well, you run things. You're the Don.
Of what though? Like of the religion?
Yeah, which is probably very.
But like, why are you closer to God when like a bunch of men choose you?
Yeah. That's what. It's interesting that, and also like it's something that is bestowed upon people when they're quite old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you've achieved a lot. You can't be a young pope. Like a pope can't be moving all like smooth.
Every pope I see is like. But also,
they look very fragile.
Yeah.
They do actually look close to God. He's a bit closer than us. You know what I'm saying, Kay? He's a little bit closer.
That's a very good point.
Do you think that's what they do? They all just look around each other.
Which one's the oldest one?
In each other's liver spots.
So I've got. This will be the 3rd pope in my lifetime, I think.
Yeah, 3rd in mine as well. Yeah.
Because what is it? Was it Jean Paul?
I can't remember the name.
John Paul was. Is it Jean Paul or John Paul? John Paul was there for time, bro.
Yeah. Was he the one that could speak like 16 languages? Like he was the one that was.
I don't know, but he was smaller, innit?
Yeah, he was quite small.
He was a scrappy little fella.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah. Wiry guy.
Yeah, and then we had Francis, obviously.
Yeah. And
now it's going to be another one. But I'm sure there was a one before Jean Paul, actually, as well.
I believe there was. I don't know what their name was, though. Yeah. Been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. Do you know what? I every so often, I remember like a random politician's name from when I was younger, or like a world leader, like a Boris Yeltsin.
A Boris Yeltsin.
Do you remember?
Did he have a
No, you're talking. Oh, you're talking about a guy with a birthmark.
Yeah, he was.
No, that was he was. I fucking forgot his name now. Was it Khrushchev?
Nah, it's not. If you said it, I'd know it.
Yeltsin came after the USSR broke up.
All right.
Russian leader. But then it's like people like Kofi Annan. Woo. Do you know what I mean? Remember, come on, man. What do you lot know about these old school leaders? Like, who's even the head of the UN now? Nobody knows.
But
Kofi Annan was here Kofi Annan was there for years, putting in work, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like old leaders, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. If I wasn't so shit with names, I'd be throwing names back at you. I'm like John Prescott. That's the best I can go.
Yeah. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like random other old leaders that we get. I mean, obviously you've got like your John Majors.
John Majors.
Your John Majors. Your John Majors of the world.
He's in Creed, isn't it?
John Majors of the world. Who else is there? But Boris Yeltsin was one I like. Oh no, Jacques Chirac. Jacques Chirac was that was a great name. You know, if you were,
to be fair, I preferred when he was in a tag team wrestling. Sorry, that sounds like a wrestling name.
Jacques Chirac. If you were to create a French person,
bruv.
If ChatGPT were to create a French person, that's the name they would give them. Jacques Chirac.
Yeah.
Jacques Chirac.
I think that'd be a fantastic wrestling.
Bro?
That'd be a wrestling name, bro.
Just
Jack. No, I just feel like he would.
Charles de Gaulle is up there. That was they obviously named a whole airport after him. But Jacques Chirac, and he was a big fella as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jacques Chirac?
I have no idea what he looks like.
Google Jacques Chirac now.
Jacques Chirac. I'll let you know what they look like, then, guys.
Shall I help you spell it? It's Jacques as in the French way. So J-A, all of that. C-Q-U-E-S. Or just type in Chirac. It might come up.
Is the Chirac with an S or is it a C?
C-H-I-R-A.
Jacques Chirac.
Yeah. Big fella, brother. He was about your size. Yeah.
I'll be honest, Kay. Like, his picture doesn't quite live up to the...
Nah, bruv.
I was thinking from what you said, right? I was thinking of this hybrid version of like Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Steven Seagal. I was thinking of a combo of them. Someone who'd walk around in like probably would have a suit, but would always just have the jacket slung over his shoulder.
He gave us good old school colonialism.
Oh, okay.
That kind of.
That's why you're a fan of him. All right. Okay. All right. Glad to know.
No.
Glad to know we got to the bottom of that.
Look when he was younger.
I mean, he did.
That looks like a guy that is about to send foreign aid to a country in return for your resources.
He does look like sort of James Bond cross with a politician, like the old James Bond.
Like
he's got them like he's got Michael Caine glasses. Is all I can say. Got a cigarette in his mouth.
What, like Sean Connery at 34? Have you seen Sean Connery at 34?
Yeah.
Let me.
He was
Sean Connery at 34.
Yeah.
It makes me and you look like babies. I'm being genuine.
Oh, it is wild when you go back and look at people that are our age, even 20, 30 years ago. Every single time they show
Sean
us
Connery
examples,
looks like every Middle Eastern uncle that I know.
Let's have a look.
Sean Connery is proper Middle Eastern uncle vibes, bro.
Sean Connery looks like he's taking Tupperware home. He does from the party. But another thing that happened this week, Kay, and I know you've been quite vocal about AI changing the world, right? And it's AI finished has been a lot of the words that you use in a lot of sentences. For the first time ever, AI has actually tricked people into believing that it's a real person. Officially, they've done the official test. We can get nerdy with it if you want, but I'll keep it very simple. There's a test called the Turing test. It has passed with flying colours. AI can now convince people, on the whole, that you are talking to a human being now.
There's a lot of people using it for therapy, which is scary.
Okay.
ChatGPT.
Why is that scary?
Because it's just validating your own thoughts. It's not actually giving you any critical insight. It'll be like, you are right, Marcus. They are cunts. You were the good guy. Yes, Marcus. They were doing well.
That is.
You were right to call them an asshole.
That is weird, man. That is weird. Like because I thought part of therapy is like connecting with another person properly. So if you're like talking to AI, aren't you still aware that it's, well, again, like I said, it can trick you into thinking it's an actual person. We might see, like, obviously in places like you just said, like Japan, they'll have people will be having relationships with their AI now. So if you really
people are going to start fucking robots, not as quickly as we see. Yeah, well, I mean, like the Booty Master 3000 and them thing there,
man,
in Japan. But listen,
they're probably on the 4,000.
See what happens when you take shame away. Man are just showing you their Booty Master 3000. Like, yo, this is...
You can't have it out in the house. That's unacceptable.
This is my thing.
This is Maya.
Oh, swear down, like what? You just beating there. Yeah. That's my man. Booty Master 3000. I'll dick it down, you know. Dicking down a Booty Master 3000.
You might not want to touch that right now, bruv. It's,
no. That's why I don't really like sitting down in people's houses as well, to be fair, on their sofas and that.
What? Because of the chance of what?
The man are probably shagged on that sofa.
It's a rite of passage, though, to have sex on your own couch, I believe. So it's more than likely when you sit down in someone's house.
No, man, put the plastic back on the furniture, man. Our grandparents and older family members were onto something with that. Plastic on the couches and the sofas and everything.
I've seen the most amount of plastic I've seen, right? I've seen plastic from the front door on the carpet all the way through to the living room and on the couches, bro. I've seen that amount of plastic.
I've seen plastic on dining room tables.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Dining room chairs.
Yeah.
Those were the days, man. There was no... Because just one wet wipe, everything's clean.
Yeah, one wet wipe. Yeah,
but then our generation was like, we just want to enjoy the fabric. Now it's quite deeply embedded.
Yeah. Don't want to run a blue light.
So I'm saying, man, I don't really want to like sit that. People are like, why aren't you sitting down? No, I'm fine.
I'm a bit like that about shaking hands now as well, because my mind's like, I don't know where your hands have been, and I've been in situations where I've seen guys not wash their hands in the toilet.
Yeah, so that's why I spud people.
Spudding is the one, man.
I spud people a lot. Yeah, but like, so this whole AI thing, people are using it for their therapy. Mm-hmm. Like, you're meant to get a therapist that goes, no, you were being a cunt in that situation, and then you got to be like, why is it that you react like that? And it's like, oh yeah, because someone punched you up as a kid.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Are there therapists out there that still give you a roasting? Because I feel like, because everyone...
I don't think so, because everyone's people just change and go to the next one. Back in it.
Really?
Look.
Am I a dickhead? It needs to be part of your therapy.
Do you go to therapy?
No, I don't, you know.
Neither do I, yeah? So
I go barbers. I go barbers. I do a podcast or two.
Oh, so here's another thing.
Yeah.
I saw a news article saying that they want to train barbers about mental health to help people with their mental health crisis, right?
Yeah.
With this mental health crisis, right? Firstly, have you been to a barber shop? Have you been to a barber shop? It's not exactly the right environment for a man to start talking about their feelings, innit? The only feelings you're meant to be expressing at a barbershop is football opinions.
Yeah.
Someone's weird political theory.
Yeah. I always have every barbershop I've been to, there's always an idle guy saying stuff like potatoes are made
a conspiracy theory.
A conspiracy theorist you need right in the cut.
And something that's gone away now, that used to be more common, was counterfeit goods.
Yeah.
Which used to be great.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is watching a football match on a not so legal stream.
Watching an English football match with commentary from a different country.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Arabic commentary. on your screen. Aston Villa تعادل.
Rice. Rose.
Whoa.
Declan Rose.
Declan Rice. Maguire. Allah.
I feel feel like I'm
and
in
it's always
chair.
the deepest voice ever.
Yeah, I love
You're
it.
watching that and you're going, oh wow, like yeah, this is great. And people are like, is that live? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course it's fucking live. It's in
like-
Arabic. You think a man is watching football with Arabic highlights? Use your fucking noggin, you nonce.
But I don't know if I really want. I don't know if I want that level of therapy from my barber. And also,
Bro,
but like trims have become. I'm dropping everything today. Trims have got expensive enough already. They've doubled in price over the last few years. But now I don't want my barber to lean in and be like, "Do you want some therapy with this?"
Bro,
Like,
let's be real. Most barbers are homophobic. Let's take aside the nice little, you know those new age barbers that you get on TikTok on.
Where they give you like a cookie and a latte or a beer.
But no,
Yeah, them
not
ones,
even those.
yeah.
The ones that are like, right, today this is my client James. So James wanted a birthrate, and he's all like big on like, so guys, I'm big on mental health, and
Yeah,
that's like one barber
yeah.
in every city that's like that, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe two at a stretch, right? The majority of them are like, brother, you know what is going on? Either that accent or, yeah, big man. Like, with Jamaican accent, giving you the most weirdest conversation ever. Bro, I had one barber. He was half Spanish, half Palestinian. This guy was telling me, you know, there's like 7 families that run the whole world.
So he was a combo. Okay, go on. So he was the conspiracy
Giving
theorist.
me a mad... I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
rah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Just giving me random...
And I love it. They cover the conspiracy theory, but one thing's slightly off, but they double done it. You know, like the Rothschild family. What? The Rothschild? No, the Rothschild. You know them?
or there's this documentary, you should watch it. All right, bruv. I'll watch it.
For me, it's my
Where is
barbershop.
it? I think it's on YouTube, but they take it down a lot.
That's what they do. I've been in the barbershop and I've had them have an argument for 90 minutes, yeah, right? Because I stuck around to see if it finished. It continued probably after that about how many different types of potato there are, right? And the argument, I'd say
there's 2.
Yeah, bro, there was a guy trying to say that there's a grey potato, and someone was trying to say that's a white potato, and someone was trying to say a grey potato and white potato are 2 different things. This went on for it started when I got in the barber chair and I stayed for 20 minutes, bro. These men were there. It was gonna carry on to the barbershop close, bro.
Don't
Yeah?
listen, I'm not going to a barbershop to improve my mental health.
Nah.
Barber's you're gonna be like, oh, I'm a bit sad, and they'll be like, one of them's gonna be telling you about like their journey into this country. Or like how hard life was
Woman trouble.
wherever they were from.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When
yeah.
they were a kid, we only had like 3 beds
Yeah.
in the whole street or some shit.
50 kids. 50 kids used to just share them on rotation.
Yeah.
Get me?
Guys telling you about like how the only reason he wears shoes now all the time is because when he was younger he just wore sandals. So now come on, man. What are we talking about, bruv? These guys telling us about our mental health. You know, you should think about the poor people. I know there's going to be some far-right activists going, yeah, well, that's why we need to get them kicked out of this country because they're all money laundering and they don't know what they're fucking doing. Which, I mean, probably most of them are, to be fair.
It's not the kind of money laundering I worry about, boy. One of the last places though that freely's accepting cash. I'm seeing a few places.
But back to the AI, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So that they're trying to do the therapy thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And that just shows you how broke it is. But we were talking about therapy, right? I don't do therapy. You don't do therapy. I've done therapy before. Not for me.
Yes.
Not for me, bruv. Right?
And also for your therapist, you work for them.
It wasn't for my therapist either as well. But I will genuinely say this, right? I'm always very much like, you know, when people go, therapy is just like one of my friends, Nick, he's like, yeah, I go to therapy every week. He's Australian. And I'll be real, bro. I think it's for certain people. I don't think it's for everyone. Here's one thing I don't really agree with right now, yeah? It's this whole forcing men to be a certain way when like there's so many different ways to be a man. Where it's like people are like, no, that was wrong.
Yeah.
Now you need to be like this. And it's like, y'all need to like sit down. All of you talk about your feelings. All of you cry.
I feel like there's some people. I feel like there are a lot of people that hide their feelings, right? But then there are some people that just don't have that kind of feeling, or they let their stress out in a different way. Like part of me, I know that some of the ways that I deal with stress in life is I take them out on inanimate objects. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that if a coffee table brushes my knee,
the wall, just like there is a massive hole outside the studio wall, and he just fucking goes for it. One tub of Vaseline. What's happening on Marcus's fucking wall?
Do you know what's crazy? I never know what's on the other side of the wall. That's mad.
Just glory holing the whole of this fucking.
Someone's on the other side. Oh, fucking hell! That stuff's coming out the wall again. What is that, man? It's fucking hell! It's happening again. It's like this rumbling noise.
Oh, mate, that is. But no, like. But the other thing I don't get about therapy is you got to keep going back.
You have to.
So when am I done?
Yeah, when do you get a certificate? You've completed it, or now your health is at 96%. You've topped up your nuts.
Because I get people say it's like the gym.
Yeah.
But
how convenient. How convenient. So I want an anytime therapist.
But say there's like, at least with a gym, there's like things you can look forward to. So say certain times you go like, oh yeah, if I bang 100 kg on the bench press, I'll stop.
Yeah.
Not stop, but like it's like, then I'll just be in maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Or like if you train for a marathon, you do the marathon, you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not doing long distance running again. What's the mental health equivalent of that? Like if you don't stop, if you stop punching up people.
Yeah, if you stop punching up people, if you
stop
like,
shouting at people.
To use your measure of like people being forced to be more emotional if they're not so inclined, it would be, I've cried a certain number of times because I've flexed that muscle and stuff like that. Probably stuff like that. That's how people flex it.
You know what? I think people are surprised. This is another thing.
By the way, I'm not shaming you if you cry a lot. It's cool. Like, I'm very open to people being different.
Oh no, cry your eyes out, man. I don't care.
But I think people, if we ever say that like cry, like I don't want to cry as much now, it's almost seen as negative. Do you know what I mean? It's like you said, you should cry more. I'm like, not all the time.
No.
Not all the time.
No.
Yeah. I'm all right.
Also, nobody is coming to save you as a man, innit? So like, you let your tears out and then fucking get to work again, bruv.
Yeah. Get busy.
Do you know, because it's all love. What annoys me about this whole conversation is, just let it out. It's okay. All right, what next?
Take action. I think take action is important.
Yeah, because it's like if we just all sit around like fucking eating Haagen-Dazs ice cream together, crying about our issues, like.
Yeah, I get. You know what it is? This is what I think Kay's trying to hit here is. It's okay to understand why you are feeling how you're feeling and why you're in your situation.
Yeah,
but you should try within your ability to take action on it, right? However small or
Absolutely.
large that may be, and that is probably as important as the therapy itself. Because it's like saying, "I have no money," and then not trying to work, like finding out why you're bad with money. I'm bad with money because I like buying gold and diamonds and stuff like that, yeah, and I don't have the money to do it.
Have you seen the price of gold, by the way?
Yeah, it's going up, baby.
We are fucked.
Yeah. We ain't got none. Yeah, and it's like, well, if I like, but no, fuck it. I like buying alcohol. That's my problem. Well, we need to address why you like buying alcohol and spend all your money and then buy less. Yeah, I had a couple of drinks yesterday. I'm all right though. But yeah, man.
The thing is as well though, another reason why I think therapy doesn't work for me. Throughout the whole thing, I'm just looking at it going,
is it?
So we're done. That's what you think, yeah? And then like I almost know I don't use things like the same way as other people do. Like I don't use alcohol or cigarettes or anything like that. And the moment I feel like I'm feeling sad and something is like I'll hit the Deliveroo app or I immediately like recognize that and go, this is bad. You're not doing it.
If I'm going through a tough time, I would abstain from those things more. So then if I was like for me, going out and having a good time,
slope, innit?
Very easy, very easy. It's like people that have a routine of a spliff or a drink before bed. You are setting yourself up for stress. Or I knew DJs that used to smoke a spliff or have a drink before they DJ'd, and then it became, I need to do it to DJ. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure there's comedians that you know that used 100%. To gig back in the day.
Not even gig back in the day. Now. They have a drink beforehand or whatever. It's easy to become an alcoholic. It's easy to become an alcoholic doing comedy.
It is, man. It is.
Wherever you're performing, usually there's a bar.
Yeah.
Just have a drink.
Yeah, man.
Before you know it, you've had like, if you're gigging like every night and you've had 2 drinks a night, how much is that over the course of the week?
That's 14 drinks, okay, yeah. If I got that maths wrong. I would be the weakest link.
AI so much. But the other thing about AI pissing me off, right?
Yeah.
Is the amount of people that are like using AI to do their uni degrees and using AI for simple things, right? Yeah. And it's like we're making machines smarter and humans dumber.
Yeah. Well, do you think so?
Yeah, 100%.
You don't just see it as because part of me, as someone, I lean into tech, bruv. It's like
I get you, Marcus, but not look, what do we say? 90% of people are fucking dumb, bro.
90%?
95% of people are fucking dumb as fuck. They're stupid. I get people asking me in my DMs every day, how can I buy tickets?
That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
Go on my profile. It says tour tickets at kcurd.com.
Do you know what the funniest one is when people DM, how can I listen to the podcast? How can I watch the podcast? I'm like, there's a link. There's a link.
But do you see what I'm saying? So you think you're telling me like 95% of people are just do you see how many people get scammed on a daily basis by text messages? Your bank, this is your bank. Or that phone call, this is the HMRC. And then they get scammed by that. Bro.
Oh my God, it's happened again to me. You know, there is someone that was being me and there's someone that's impersonated me and they've been texting people and they've managed to take the relationship off Facebook onto WhatsApp, yeah? And they've had phone calls and
it's mad how they had nudes of you to like send to the people.
I could only imagine. And I was like, I've reported it and stuff because somebody actually contacted me. What's mad is that they actually tried to pretend to be me on the phone. Now I know it's not,
this is Marcos.
I know it's not funny because obviously they've tried to take advantage of somebody. But if I'm trying to find the angle from it to laugh at this because that's all we can do, I just want to hear I want to hear what someone's impression of me is.
I'm currently in the studio.
I have no idea.
I'm currently in the studio. It's very nice.
I just want to know.
Marcus, you sound different.
Yeah.
Yes, How to Kill an Hour is really frying my brain.
Mad. But just to be clear.
Or like a thick Nigerian accent.
Yeah. Somebody DM'd you saying that Marcus Bronzy and asked you for money. Do not give them money.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Why'd you sound Congolese? No.
I do remember once I was working on the phones, right? Selling stuff, right? And we used to get fraud once in a while. I do remember there was a guy that called up. He was like, my name is Julie. And I'm like, you're Julie, yeah, like Julie White or whatever. And I said, look, I know you're not Julie, but can I speak to the card holder? And then I can put the transaction through. He went, okay. Hello, man. It's Julie here. And I was like, bro.
So at a particular place I worked at, we were offering finance for certain products.
Okay.
And let's just say there were a group of African men that would come in with separate IDs and I'd be like, my name is Ian. And it's like, you see the driver's license and it wasn't
an Ian or is it a dodgy license?
It was a dodgy license.
And they were like, obviously if someone's doing fraud, a lot of the time they'll do stuff like, can I have 17 iPads, please? Do you know what I mean? They'll try and get a few
it depends if that was the workplace I was on about. If it was some...
Sorry, I'll just...
It might be another... It could be that you're well within your rights to believe something
I don't know why I presumed that, King. I don't know why.
Were you one of the men?
I'm Ian Bronzy. What's going on?
So no, they would come into the place I worked at and they'd be like, and they'd come in with like different IDs and go up to different people. And it was like, yeah, my name is Stanley.
And then the same person...
James. No, but they'd go over to somebody different. And then the manager would be like, yo, that guy's already...
So wait. Let me be clear. Let's single out one of these people.
So Marcus Bronzy is coming in, right? Yeah. And going, you come up to me and you go, here's my ID. My name is Alex.
Done. Okay, cool.
Yeah, my name is Alex, right? And then you show me your ID with Alex on it. Mm-hmm. And then I've applied for finance.
Cool.
Right? From Alex's name. Boom. You've gone away. You've come back an hour later and you've gone up to somebody else and you've gone, my name is Tony.
That's amazing. That is amazing. That is ridiculous and also amazing. Wow.
But the thing is, you can't accuse somebody of I think that's why you'd have to like show a manager, be like, yo, is this license legit? And they could. But if you were, and it was busy, you just had to just put it through. They were like, you just got to put it through.
Yeah.
Like it's the person that gets defrauded has to deal with it.
Yeah, no, yeah. We had to, with certain transactions, we had to just put them through and then make the fraud team aware of it, and they would monitor and do whatever. You weren't.
There were
allowed to
people
refuse.
that I knew that would come in and do like all sorts of and then they didn't know I worked at a particular place.
Yeah.
And then they'd go, oh shit.
Yeah.
When they'd see me, I'd see them go, to themselves.
Still running deets, yeah? Oh, nice to see you, Dave. Yeah. See you later, mate. You get me? But the thing is, though, what's mad is I've got relatives that are quite well to do.
You're gonna say, I've got relatives that do fraud.
No.
I was like, Marcus, what an admission on the podcast.
I've got friends of the family that's very well to do, and they are doing very well. Massive, thick Nigerian accent, but when they shop, right? But because of the stereotype, they don't. It's not as much like. Obviously, when shops see them rolling with a Coots card, it's a different behavior in it. But also, they're the kind of person that would shop, and then if one card stops carding, they'll just whip out another card and carry on that, and then we'll sort that out later. That kind of stuff in it. Like, and I feel like their shopping experience is ruined in it because they're rolling in like, oh yeah, I'll buy those 3 handbags or shoes or.
Sure, you will.
Yeah. Is it cool? In it, yeah, it bangs through, and then everyone's like, oh.
By the way, I've been banging these Chinese websites.
Yeah. Talk to me.
I just ordered a Prada bag.
Seriously?
For £36.
I can't wait for it to come. I want to see it.
Maybe if it does come, let's see what happens.
I saw the best fraud. Somebody bought something from Temu and they just got sent an empty packet.
Listen.
Listen. The best fraud.
I don't care about buying fake designer stuff, you know. I really do not care. Not the clothes, but like bags. But I wear a fake bag in it.
I don't know. I don't really need a handbag or anything
unless
like
you're
that.
going to like there's certain like bespoke places that you'll get like on Savile Row or whatever, where they make the bags there and there's like craftsmanship. You can't fake those. Those are good. But you see when your stuff starts getting made in a factory where it's mass marketed.
But it's the same factory that makes the stuff anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, I found this thing £36, bro, for a Prada backpack. We'll see what it looks like when it comes, bro.
For a backpack?
Prada
okay,
backpack.
So okay.
So if I'm like, listen, I need a new backpack. I don't care about the Prada logo, but I was like, £36. I was like, getting a decent backpack. I got a North Face backpack that cost me £58.
Yeah.
So a little Prada logo on it for 36 quid. Hey, brother, Runda, I'll take the logo off of it if I need to. Fucking £36. What else did I saw? I saw a YSL bag.
Yeah.
Listen, certain sports brands. I've been banging football shirts.
Football shirts has been a thing that people are onto, but
allegedly.
I want to see the...
No, I'm joking.
I want to see the rucksack.
Joking. I
want to see the rucksack.
I haven't done the football shirts, allegedly.
I love the fact that the rucksack's a free game for you.
Listen, man. Some of these Chinese websites, they're on top.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I want to see it. I really want to see how it comes out, man.
Also, Shein. I didn't know what Shein was. Someone showed me Shein the other day.
Shein.
They do the same stuff Zara does for half the price.
Fast fashion, man.
Fashion, mate. So this is my issue, right? If I'm going to Zara, but then somewhere else is selling the same product for half the price, I'm now forced to go over there.
I'll always go where the cheapest option is.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'll shop where the cheapest.
That's what I'm saying. So if you sell the same product, you've gone to China, your buyers have gone to China and gone, all right, we'll take 1,000 pieces of this. And then there's another online website there that's gone, well, we'll do this, but we just don't have a Zara logo on it. We'll buy the same product.
Well, things are moving around anyway. Like, iPhone production is starting in Brazil now.
Wow.
So getting a Brazilian iPhone. Yeah, man.
What's that?
Yeah, man.
That's going to be mad because they can't be thin anymore, can they?
And they're going to be round as the curves are going to be curving.
It's just going to have a mad back on it. And you're like, why is that?
Yeah, man. Big curvy
iPhone. BBL.
Yeah, man. So yeah, things are moving around, bruv.
I can't imagine an iPhone made in Brazil.
Why?
I don't know. It's just, I've never seen something made in Brazil. I love.
I see something made in Brazil.
Oh, that's true as well. Okay.
Yeah, man.
But no, as in like, I don't see products that says made in Brazil on it.
That's a bit of a flex, though, isn't it? I mean, we'll call it your football shirts that aren't made in Brazil, are they? The Brazilian football shirts that you wear, are they? They're definitely not. Allegedly.
No, they're all legitimately made somewhere. They're all made.
But yeah,
no, I'm
man.
joking. We don't support counterfeit goods, man.
No,
That's. We do not condone it. That we are joking. Everything you hear on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only, allegedly.
Yeah, you know how it is. But yeah, man, no. So stuff's moving around, Kate. I don't know what's going to happen. The next iPhone might be a little bit more pricey because it comes from Brazil. And yeah, it looks like me and you might be wearing some fresh new rucksacks if yours come through. If you don't just get an empty bag, which I think is one. Sorry.
That is funny.
But anyway, look, our live show is out. Now we are getting amazing feedback from it. Please go and check that out. Just go YouTube, Ain't Got a Clue. Also, speaking of shows, Kay?
Yes, sir.
You have a show?
Kcurd.com.
No, you have an actual show
out.
Oh,
yeah, Sky. Yeah, set some reps. Go and check it out on the Sky YouTube channel. Go and watch that. Run up the views. Press like. Comment on it, please.
Yeah.
It's on Sky TV. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.